Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. Last time I logged out in Senjin village, I think it was, close to Orkama. And I'm just gonna continue there. I just updated Questy, so it might take a short while before something happens. Senjin village is down here, is the capital, you could say, of the Dark Betrothed, the faction. I haven't explored it yet, and then we got Orkama up there. Just so you have an idea where we are. And I'm just, as far as I recall, I got level 2 quest in the undead starting zone. That means I can engage the starting quest in the undead zones as level 7 and get full reputation gains. I'm gonna start in by report to Senjin village, complete it, and then I'm just gonna pick up pretty much all quests here. I got room at the moment, I only got 5 quests, so just gonna go nuts. If there's any of the quests I don't want to do right now, say like a level 10 or something like that, I can always dump them again. It's not like they disappear. For people that doesn't know such, of course. But after I've picked up all these quests, I'm probably gonna look to it's called Razor Hill. I think there might be quests lower than this, including this level 5. There we go. So let's see, I got a couple of quests to hand in up here. I'm just gonna go there really. And then I'm pretty much gonna pick up everything up there. And as an update, while I'm sort of playing here, while I'm on my banker now and then to post some stuff or buy whatever to make a couple of gold here and there, I'm trying to sort of rebuy some of the equipment for Black Blossom here. And my priest that I don't record, I actually don't remember why, but I guess I just wanted to have a character that I could play without commenting, but not that I mind commenting really, but my priest is could level her tailoring while making some bags here for Black Blossom, some 12 slot bags. So instead of just mindlessly letting my sort of higher level tailor, that would be my mage, do the work and not get any sort of level up on the tailoring profession, it's way smarter to have my priest getting some levels on doing tailoring. But I'm doing stuff like that, so same with enchanting, you know, send the mats and stuff to the characters that can actually get level up, meaning that maybe have, if they craft that item or do that enchant, that they have a higher chance, say the spell of the craft is yellow rather than green. So my priest has currently made some. Actually, it was my mage that had the materials, that is my main tailor, but I had my mage send those materials to my priest, and then my priest crafted the the, the bags, and I think I actually sent it back to my, apparently to my banker, that has then finally sent, my banker is called Mooley Wees, and then my banker has finally sent back the stuff to Black Blossom here. And that's one extra bonus now when running from Senjin village back up to Razor Hill, is that there is yeah, and sorry about, no, I'm not sorry about all the flower picking because it's part of this character. I usually do it when, you know, I have a high enough level to farm the flowers a bit. It's not that interesting looking at, I would say, unless I found a what's it called, black lotus. It's the highest sort of flower you can find, but I won't find that until I'm probably level late 50s or something like that. It's highly sought after rare flowers that are used for raiding sort of endgame spots. Anyway, it's pretty nice being here at this hour, 0456, because there's a ton of flowers that I can make use of. Anyway, about the bags, the good thing about running from Sentient Village up to Razor Hill is that I can get whatever goodie bag I got in my mail, and I will. Because what you always need the most as a new character to get an economy going is more backspace. This way you can sort of pick up everything when you're out on your adventure, instead of being sort of selective because you haven't got room. So I still got room for 10 more quests, so I'm pretty much gonna pick up every quest here as well, hand in a few as well. Some of the go talk to this guy or that guy. And like I said in Sentient Village, if I feel like I'm too clogged up with the quests, I'm just gonna dump some of them. They can always be picked up later. And I'm gonna keep my hearth at Camp Harashi. That was sort of the torrent starting area, as I have to go there eventually. And now that I remembered, I'm just gonna take the bag so I don't forget it. That kinda suck. There we go. Oh yeah, and I actually bought this maze as well. I got it for like 20 silver or something like that. Nice stats. I haven't trained maze though. I need to do that in the Thunderbluff, I think. Anyway, the gold and some bags here. I'm just gonna pick up the 4 of them. And yeah, I can take the swiftness pots as well now. They're sort of a backup, you know, if I make a bad pull and I have to run away. So that sure did help out on the backspace. Let's see, quest item. I'm just gonna run up and pick up this quest up here. Then I got sort of all quests picked up in the area for now. And these are some of the quest items from back when I was questing in the torrent starting zone. Alright, should do. Quest giver standing up here in the tower. Up there. Alright. Everything's picked up, so that gives sort of a nice overview about what am I gonna engage here. And I think the highest level, the red and the orange, I can just dump those for now. There we go. So level 7 seems to be the thing, starting from low to high. And that would be sort of in this general area over here. The guard being busy here killing this guy. So the canvas scraps, I get those from killing humanoids. I think that's the guys down in the castle here. And this can sort of be combined with some of the other quests in the area. Like killing these kultiras, this and that. Oh. It's the mobs inside the sort of the castle, the ruins of the castle there. And while I'm here, I'm gonna pick up flowers. Shamelessly. But yeah, it's part of, like I said, being a alchemist slash herbalist. I think I actually saw an extra flower, yeah, over here. Good thing about questing at this hour is not many people online, even though it says this layer 1, so there are, well, there's always sort of the basic layer, it just doesn't say any layer, and then layer 1, I suppose, is the layer after. It has to do with how many people are in the zone. So I could type /who, and actually we are only 2 at the moment in this level range, but I guess there are quite a few more sort of lower level than level 6. I think when you type this who, you can you'll get plus minus 3 levels, I think. So all the complete new guys are like level 1, 2, 3, they won't show up there. I guess it's a tool to, you know, finding mates to quest with, to see if there's anyone at all, and you can maybe even whisper the guys in person if they want to quest or help you or whatever. Anyway, these guys are for the level 1 quest. So might as well get going on them. Yeah, and when you engage a mob that's 1 level higher than yourself, it's probably a good idea to have full mana, which I didn't. So that would be a quest item, and that would be crap. I wouldn't say I need full mana to engage these guys, but close to, and I definitely don't want two at the same time. And yeah, I'm not undead, which I normally are, so I gotta watch my breath. I'm sort of used to the luxury, you could say, of having a extended breath, as I mainly play undead characters. And they have a racial which sort of have prolonged breathing, underwater breathing. I need some mana to... Okay, I'm not gonna touch this guy. It's a level 9. Forget about it. See, he's orange, so I should definitely not. I think he might actually kill me. He's 3 levels above me, and my gear is complete and utter. Yeah, shit, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm not geared for that at all, engaging mobs like that. So I'm just gonna chill here and maybe find one of these guys that's a little closer to my own level. What we have here, sort of hidden behind the crest there. Yeah, it's a level 6. So that's more in my neighborhood. Very nice. I'm pretty lucky with the drop rates from those guys. They're quite a pest sometimes to get, but no problem there. So, in order to complete that quest, I need some of these crawler mucus thingies. Oh. There we go. Nice, level 7. Oh, was just a school of fish. Oh, wanna fight with a school of fish here? It's a level 1. It's quite impressive how much sort of penalty it can take. So, I'm actually sort of ready to get on with the Undead starting zone now, because the quest there was level 2, so I should be a maximum level 7. I think I'm gonna complete this quest if possible. Just because there's a lot of sort of quest items in my bag. And I got a lot of loot now too, but I think as long as I engage in the undead, in the quest in the undead area, yeah, while I'm level 7, I should be fine. I can get full reputation gains. So, lots of flowers to pick here. See if we can get this one without engaging some of these guys. Like there. And I'm looking sort of hungrily at this peace bloom here. But the quest inside this sort of ruined castle can be somewhat tough if you don't have the adequate level for it. And I would say that would be like level 9 or something like that. Um, so it's kind of suits me fine uh, that I have to sort of wait a little about getting in there. Okay, I just had to see where I have to hand in this quest here with these sort of aquatic creatures. I think they changed the drop rate because usually these quests were kind of very sort of grindy like. Um, and I think it feels like they're almost like 100% drop rate at the moment. So yeah, I'd like to dodge as usual any unnecessary kills or mobs. Nope, so not 100% drop rate after all. I have to hand in the quest down here in Senjin village, so I'm just gonna swim that way down now. There are more of these mobs, crawlers that I need down there. And I'm pretty much just gonna focus on not getting aggro from the guys that are sort of hostile. Like this one. That's why I'm sort of having sightseeing underwater at the moment to dodge that aggro. Quite a few of these sort of red guys. Okay, that sucked because now I have to pick up my loot close to that guy. What level he is? 7? Yeah, okay, I should be alright. At least I got my quest item. So I'm just gonna try and ignore this guy. Hopefully not get additional aggro though. And as soon as I'm out of combat, the quest should show up as complete. Bingo, so I'm gonna hand in this quest and after that I'm gonna run to Orgrimmar, maybe pick a few flowers on the way. I'm not gonna, there was a flower up here but I think there's too many mobs up there, so it's not like I wanna fight 3-4 mobs in order to get a flower, no way. But I'm gonna run to Orgrimmar. I actually don't remember if I got the fly point. And, oh, by the way, I don't recall if I told you so, but normally when I press O, I get this menu, and it's sort of standard for Vault. But for some reason, they removed back in the day there was friends, and you could search out after people here and raid, and then there was a guild tab as well. I think it's quite annoying that at some point they sort of removed that guild tab. And it was quite nice to see, especially when you were in a sort of a big meaty guild with where you were sort of looking for members or just to check out in general how many people was online, etc. Then it was really nice to have that guild tab, but for some reason it seems to be gone. It's sort of disappeared. Not so good. Nope. Knew it. But at the moment I can sort of use any flower really. There sure are a lot of them. So I'm running from one flower I didn't get into two new. If I can only dodge these pesky scorpions. And that's another good thing about getting to Orgrimmar is that I can maybe dump some of all my flowers in the bank. Maybe even buy a... Oh, stupid me. I may even buy a bank tab from all this stuff here. What I do is I collect a ton of flowers, and then at some point I go do all the sort of alchemy I can do with the flowers and the gold I have available. Instead of, you know, just doing a little now and then. So pick a ton of flowers and then just go nuts really with the alchemy. That may mean that I'm sort of picking a bit many flowers, you could say. More than needed, but you know, I need to level my herbalism anyway, so it's not like it's a big loss. Anyway, nice fat reputation gains here. And really nice reward as well. The sticky glue here, that will definitely save my life. Or it could save my life at some point. So I'm gonna move it in there, and it's sort of, yeah, where do I put it? I think I'll go around there. And yeah, another flower. Like I said, eventually it will go sort of downhill with all this flower picking, because it's mainly in the beginning where the flowers are sort of all over. Later they become much rarer, like say the veins for mining. They are sort of more scattered. It feels like anyway. Oh my, there's so many right here. So at skill level 50 I can actually visit the herbalism trainer, and it's one of the few skills where you don't... I don't think it's level dependent. many skills are, say tailoring, blacksmithing, stuff like that. You have to have a certain level in the end before you can sort of advance your level further. Where you going, buddy? But I think I found out on the previous version of this guy that it was not the case with herbalism. And maybe it has to do with you know, the herbs that you need in order to create better and better flasks and potion will require, of course, higher level sort of flowers from higher level areas. And in order to get there, you would naturally have to have a higher level. So indirectly, you sort of need to sort of increase character level in order to get to the higher sort of alchemy crafts anyway. Or maybe not the alchemy crafts, but the herbalism, getting the flowers for the alchemy crafts. Because I think you can pretty much stay in town and craft most potions. There might be some potions later, I don't know, where you have to be in a certain place in order to craft them. I'm not sure about that though, but I could imagine. Alright, tons and tons of flowers, that's nice. But if I can get to level 50, then I can actually sort of rise in herbalism already as a level 7. That's kind of crazy. That means I need 4 more successful picks where I get level flower picks. And about the quests, I'm going for the undead zone, so I can sort of drop pretty much all the, well, not drop them, but I'm stopped tracking them. I'm keeping the level 4 from the sort of the beginning area for torrents. If I can complete these quests at level 9, I'll be fine. Meaning I'll get full reputation gains. And currently, oh, by the way, there's a lot of flowers up here. And currently I can I'm at the lowest quest I got here at the moment is level 7. I can actually complete those as level 12. Can I maybe, there was a mob up here, get this flower, that'd be nice. I think not. So I'll see if I can get some easier herbs than those there. And while I'm in Razor Hill here, I might as well sell. This is crap, this is quests, and this is crap, and this is stuff I needed or will be useful, you could say, in some other way than questing. Sort of how I divide up the spoils in my bags when I have extra time, like now. And I think I'm actually gonna pick up this. Yeah, I got room for some of all this stuff here. This as well. For a couple of banks. So I've sort of cleared out my mail now, but let's just repair and sell done. Normally I would run along the road, but I'd like to get the last 2 flowers in order to actually visit a herbalism trainer again for further advancement. I'm currently capped at, where is it? Herbalism, yeah, at 90. I guess that's fine, but I'm so close to sort of to be able to go to the trainer that I might as well get the last 2 flowers on the way up there. And there aren't any flowers that close to the road. They're typically, or they are up in this sort of, in the wilderness, you could say. This is a reminder, by the way, that I should go. I'm gonna need to fly to Thunderbluff in order to train weapon skills as well. And this is for my bank, these 2 bags. At least for 1 additional bank tab, maybe 2. I think the first is like 10 silver or something, and then the second is 1 gold, so I should be able to afford that. Let's see, mobs are level 8 here, so I should be a little careful. I don't want too much aggro here. And when I go to Thunderbluff, I might visit the druid trainer. I'm not sure I did that at level 6. And as I'm gonna be for some time in the undead zone, then it could be nice to get, you know, maybe entangling roots or something like that. Anyway, here's some of the flowers I'd like. Actually 2. And the other one's down there. So at 49. Gotta keep a watchful eye here for the mob. 2 level 8s would be a problem for me, but I have a lifeline now, you could say, with sticky glue. I prefer not to use it now. I prefer using it much later, if possible. Oh, and there's a Mage Royale here, but yeah. It's sort of a high-end, you could say, flower. Anyway, I'm at 50 now, at level 50 now in herbalism, and that's pretty much what I came for. So I'm not gonna sort of stretch myself in order to get any more flowers. I just want to get back to up to Orgrimmar now if possible, without running in too much aggro. See if I can get lucky now and pick this one. As soon as this guy returns, I gotta go. Come on. Yeah, barely made it without aggro. Then there's another one here. The amount of flowers is just amazing. And I remember back when on some of my first warriors, maybe even my current one, uh, this is such a great place for farming. When you start mining, really for farming copper. The first, there's one right there talking about it. They are like, I don't see them much as I'm not a miner, but they are like all over here. And it can actually be a good thing to farm copper in sort of in prime time, you could say, where there's a lot of people playing, because it'll just sort of the respawn rate of the veins will just go nuts because there's a lot of players. It's sort of the game sort of self-adjusts, you could say. If there's a lot of players online, they should have a decent ability, all of them, to say get a vein or a flower, so they will respawn faster, I'm sure. Anyway, I haven't been to Orgrimmar, that's quite obvious because I haven't explored it yet, as you can see here. Yeah, and the healing potion here, I can use them at level 12. It'll be quite some time, so I'm gonna remove them for now. Get them in the bank as well. And all this stuff here, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna sort of advance my herbalism further at the moment. Well, I meant alchemy. I'm not gonna start on alchemy at the moment. I need way more flowers to sort of level alchemy for real. So for now, I'm just gonna stash all this stuff here in the bank. And I think I could actually buy better mana now that we're talking about it, but I'm probably gonna wait a little. Let's see, mainly because my regeneration is so fast. I can buy the first tab for 10 silver, done, and I can get another one for another additional 1 gold. That means I can sort of, you could say, get rid of my bags here. So, tons and tons of space for a change here. And that will surely change soon. I can put, say, my healing tab there. I'm gonna drop the flowers. There you go. Alright. Banker engaged, you could say. So I'm just gonna ask a guard here for herbalism. Let's see, where are you? Profession trainer. Herbalism. Down there. And I can imagine the alchemist guy is right next to. I think this is actually above. There's a ledge up here where you can. There are kind of huge shops and stuff up there. I think last time I trained herbalism at in Thunderbluff, so I have never really done it here in Orgrim. I didn't really know where the trainer was. By the way, I think there's a cooking trainer here. Now that I'm there, yeah. Sure, I'll take that. I don't think I've ever been inside the shop, so that's the first time for everything, I guess. And as you can see, I'm level 7 here. There's no level requirements for herbalism. You just need to reach a certain skill level, and I just did that. So you could say my new top skill level is 165. It's not 150. That'd be normal because Torrents have a natural born plus 15 herbalism. So that's kind of nice. Anything special there? Herb pouch? Yeah, never mind that. Or maybe not. Maybe I could use it for a bank. Yeah, it's a 12 slot herb bag, but you know what? I'm just gonna. My tailor can make a sort of a regular herb bag. I'm just gonna look if the alchemist is right next to here, but actually I don't think so. What is this? It's some sort of law area. I did hand in a quest there recently on one of my other guys, so that's why I know. Yeah. I'm just gonna fly to Thunderbluff now, and I could maybe visit the first aid trainer and fishing trainer, so I have sort of all of the secondary skills. I can start working on them instead of just running around with materials and stuff like that. Oh, and it looks like my mage actually sent me some additional stuff. I'm just gonna pick that up. I think I did that right before I made this episode actually. My mage is sort of administering materials for this guy at the moment. Let's see what's in the goodie bag. 20 gold for buying additional bank tabs, and then there's some stuff for later. Some greenies. When I'm out sort of grinding with my other higher level characters, if I find a greenie or say a world drop or something like that, then I usually send it to the character that might need it. I think my rogue, as you can see, made by Meridian, my rogue actually made these, so that could be useful. And then I put them in sort of order, so you get to the level 34 item before the level 39. But this way is sort of efficient in an efficient way to get the maximum of the stuff you find on your various characters. So instead of just vendoring it or trying to sell, say, 3 flowers or something like that on the auction house, it's much easier to just sell it to this guy that is my herbalist slash alchemist. Anyway, fly point, yes please. I'm going to fly to Thunderbluff now. And I already, as you can see, have quite a few fly points. The idea is to learn the mace, or well, any weapon skills really in Thunderbluff that I can learn there. I could have learned some here in Orgrimmar as well, but it's no rush really. I think I'm sort of born with staff as a druid. As you can see, I haven't trained anything, so every character is born with a defense skill, and apparently I'm born with one-handed maces as well, and staves, and unarmed. So every character is born with defense skill and unarmed, and then it sort of varies if you get mace or dagger or sword or whatever. It has to do with your race. So undead gets, as far as I remember, 1- and 2-handed swords, for instance, and orcs gets axes, I think. And I actually don't recall what trolls get because I rarely played a troll. And now that I think of it, I think the reason why I didn't learn mace last time I was in Thunderbluff, that I didn't have the money for it at the moment, and that's of course an advantage by having a banker and always have sort of a little funds that you can help your, especially your new characters with, but also your other characters for say a mount to 100 gold, stuff like that. Then when I reach the level where I can learn to use a mount, or I need a certain item that costs money or skills or stuff like that, then I'll send the money acquired for it, you could say. And anyway, first things first, I think I'm gonna learn the mace skill so I don't forget it. That's one of the primary things I need, and after that I think I'm gonna go for the druid trainer. But I should guess my Alzheimer is not that much in progress. I should be able to recall all this stuff. Anyway, the weapon master is this guy. I think there's, she's a weapon merchant, but every town has a weapon master. And you can see this guy, he can learn, or I can learn 200 maces from this guy. That's the only thing I was sort of missing, as I was born with 100 maces. So, and now that I'm here, the closest teacher of stuff is over here. I sort of recall that on the Spirit Rise. I can learn first aid there, and that should be quite useful because I will start to find sort of the lowest tier of cloth, linen cloth. It will start to appear soon. It can drop from humanoids, I think. Any humanoids you kill, up to, I don't know, maybe level 20 or something like that, and then it'll sort of start dropping. They'll start dropping wool cloth, those humanoids, etc. And then silk, and then mage weave, and then finally rune cloth. So it has to do with the mob's level, really. Anyway, this guy, Mr. Pants Stonefinder, can teach me first aid. And my rule here in Thunderbluff is not sort of typing and clicking all kinds of weird stuff, etc. While I'm running around in the city. This one I can use actually as next time at level 8. Would be really nice. Because there's a real possibility of falling down and dying here. So yeah, that's why I'm not typing and sort of looking in my bags too much and stuff like that, and trying to keep, on the middle on the bridge here, etc. I've seen the highest level I saw dying from falling here in Thunderbluff was the 60 rogue, actually. And that's the thing about falling damage, it hits everyone in the same way. It's a percentage of your life that will be removed when you fall. And that's why I think I'm pretty sure still, last time I heard about it, is that the number 1 killer here in hardcore WoW is falling damage. And that makes sense when you know that every character, every level hits the same way, you could say, from it. With a percentage of their life. Anyway, Journeyman Alchemist, yes please. So that'd be my second primary profession. I'm gonna put this here. And usually I have sort of my fishing thingy here, and that's the last one I need, really. I can check if there's any professions. No. Is there anything I can learn, by the way? Let's see. No, not really. Except when you buy the sort of alchemy you'll get, for instance here I got 3 start out with potions I can craft. So I'm just gonna go up 1 level here in the city and talk to the fishing trainers up here, I'm pretty sure. And then finally I need to talk to the druid trainer, and then I'm done in Thunderbluff for now. And the fishing guy is down here. I think I can actually buy a fishing rod here as well. So fishing trainer, yes please. There you go. And I think this, there's a cooking recipe, that's nice. Yeah, I'll buy this as well. Oof. So a level 58 just died. That sucked. So I'm gonna buy a fishing pole, and then I'm gonna buy, say, I don't know, 5 of these guys. These sort of the bubbles here, they are incredibly helpful in the beginning when fishing, and I always I would suggest using these because you'll have a lot of sort of you could say fish that get away, but they won't get away if you can add an additional 25 fishing to your pole. I'm just gonna move. My OCD demands me that I put after my hearthstone. I usually put my sort of crafting thingies that I need. So my warrior will have his blacksmithing hammer and his mining pick. My rogue will have his skinning knife, stuff like that. After my hearthstone. Yes, it takes up a lot of space when you're out. I mean, 2, 3 tabs, something like that. But I hate, you know, when I need it to, oh god, and now I have to go to the bank to get it, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna do that. This cooking recipe I could learn, as it just requires cooking level 1, and that you get instantly by just learning to be a cook. The recipe I can use at cooking 100, so it'll take a little while. Sometimes the fishing trainer will have a fishing pole with +5 fishing, and I'd like to get my hands on that, but it's on a timer. Yeah, so that will have to wait. There's quite some. It'll take quite some hours to get to where I was when I died, because I had really nursed my professions, both primary and secondary. But it's quite alright, you know, it's part of hardcore, and you could say it's a good reminder to be careful all the time, and not say get distracted from what got me killed last. But yeah, you can see that episode to see what I'm actually talking about. Anyway, druid trainer, where are you? There. Yes, sir. Thorns, very nice. And wrath, additional damage, very nice. 25 to 30 instead of 13 to 16, so very, very nice. Pearl, nothing, and nothing. Alright. So, each second level you'll get some additional spells. And yes, they are called spells, as you can see here. Even for warrior it's called spells. I guess because it's a spell book. Alright, so rule number 1, Thunder Bluff, don't get distracted by all kinds of crap. So I'll put my new spells in order while I'm flying to Orgrimmar anyway, because now I have nothing further that holds me up except getting to flying to Orgrimmar, and from Orgrimmar I'm gonna take the Zeppelin to Undercity. From Undercity I'm gonna run to the Undead starting zone, and then I'm gonna go nuts there. And that might take a little while to get there, probably like 10 minutes or something. Depending on when I sort of run into the Zeppelin. Anyway, Orgrimmar first. And I can then fix my spells here safely. Balance, Wrath level 2, I got Wrath level 1, so I'm gonna simply move this one. And you could say like override it. That'd be Wrath. Thorns. Yeah, sure. It's sort of a buff. I can put it on other players as well. So buffs that I can put on other players, I put them over here. Further, I don't use them that often. So this way I got sort of my main area for like spells. I usually put defensive up here and then offensive down here. So that's sort of the basic way I sort of split up my stuff. Then I got, this is you could say this is defensive as well, a healing pot, or this sticky glue where I can sort of whip a guy, a mob I mean. Further, eating and drinking is defensive as well. I can't kill any mobs by doing anything up here, you could say. There's no damage in it. And then eventually as I go, I'm gonna fill up the bar more and more with as I get more spells. But it gives a good overview if I'm sort of in trouble, So I know instinctively, sorry, that if I'm under pressure and I'm about to panic, that I need to use some of the abilities in my defensive bar. And normally, it'll just be in my fingers, these hotkeys down here for my offensive abilities. So there's no reason, I think, to have, like, say, Thorns. It has a 10-minute duration, as you can see in the text, and the Mark of the Wild has a 30-minute duration. It would be kind of, it's just, for me, it's just the wrong place to put it over here, because it's not something I use very often, and I don't need it in a, you could say, a hectic moment. It's the same with my Hearthstone. I use it very rarely, but it's nice to know where it is, even if I'm sort of, you could argue that you could put it up here with the defensive abilities, because it can be used defensively, to get out of trouble, and if you're in a bad spot but you're not in combat. But I like to put it here, and usually I put my mount when I mount and dismount just on top, so I know exactly where it is. I've been doing this for, like, since the back in, I started back in late vanilla, maybe 2 weeks before the launch of the Burning Crusade. I had a long sort of hibernate, hibernate, uh, a long period. I can't pronounce that word. A long period where I didn't play for more than 10 years. But yeah, hardcore brought me back. But I'm pretty much using the exact same, almost the exact same spots for my offensive and defensive and Hearthstone and buffs, etc. Then usually I have my sort of my secondary professions here, stuff I don't use that often, with fishing up here. And then this bar will sort of come alive with when I start making, say, food buffs, or if I get a scroll with, say, plus intellect or stuff like that. Stuff that can be smart to use, you could say situational. Let's say I get a scroll with plus 8 intellect, and I have a few of those. Then I'd say it'd be smart using those when I know that now I'm gonna grind for, like, half an hour or something like that. Then it'd be smart to get that extra, say, 8 intellect. As a caster, you just constantly run out on mana, really. Another good thing about having these two buffs together is that I will usually sort of buff them together, you could say, also on friendly players. So that's why it's smart to have them together, instead of, say, having Mark of the Wild here and then Thorns here, because then I have to move the mouse a lot. So stuff like that has sort of been going into consideration as well. I think, yeah, we're getting a little lucky here. Maybe. No, actually, I think this is the Zeppelin for Strength of Veil. So not that lucky. It'll park on the left here of the sort of Zeppelin tower, and I need this Zeppelin over here. It's coming right there, so I can't complain. And yeah, I know a lot of these things I'm talking about, but you probably know that already, but I'm sort of taking into consideration that new players might be watching this as a tutorial. That's, I guess, I don't know, it just appeals to me, I guess. So, pretty well geared, one of the well geared boys here. Could inspect the guy, maybe. I'm not quite sure where these are from, but I guess there's some kind of tier. Maybe it's crafted. I'm not sure. But I do know that Lionheart helm here is bis. It's it's best in slot for warriors, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with the chance to hit is increased by 2%. So it's such an important matter, you could say, for warriors to be able to hit. This guy has been killing Onyxia, so he's pretty well geared. Two nice one-handed, yeah. Oh, and survived even in runes of. It must be. I don't know if this is from AQ 20 or AQ 40. Yeah, but he's pretty well geared, that's for sure. You could say my gear is somewhat modest in comparison, but yeah, it's fine by me. I still have fun in the game, and yeah, we all had to start somewhere. So the plan is to run directly to the undead starting zone, and it's down here actually where you can see these level 2 quests. They are turn up as grey here, but that's a mistake from Questy because they actually give experience as well as reputation. I'm just gonna see if uh, if I made if yeah, well, I can do this later. What I wanted to see is that if I get reputation from handing in a quest, if I actually can see that. I kind of forgot. I actually gotta go this way. Yeah. So I need to go over here to my left. Could explore Brill now that I'm there. But there's really no reason to pick up any quests in Brill at the moment because I definitely got as you can see the quests here in Brill are typically like say level 6 to 10, 11. But the starting area quest are level 2. Brill has officially been discovered. What I was looking for is when I hand in a quest, a completed quest, if it shows the reputation gains I get besides in the texture, you have to sort of it's something you can sort of add. I don't quite remember where I do it, so you know what, I'm just gonna look into it later. Or I could complete one quest maybe in the undead starting zone, maybe two. I gotta go before that long, so it won't be a much longer episode than this. Just gonna see if I can get to this flower without fighting for it, then I'll take it. Here we go. Yeah, so there was a peace bloom behind me, but it's like crawling with hostile mobs, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Peace bloom is one of the flowers. Uh, sort of the basic flower. Peace bloom and silver leaf. So the quest I just passed is one where you have to sort of go deliver a letter to where it just came from. That would be Brill. So I'm just gonna take it in the right order, you could say. So now I'm sort of inside the undead, you could call it the kindergarten, where you start out. It's not like you can't die here, but it's not a lot of people that die, including new players here. It's very sort of tutorial-like, you could say. So normally undead would start up in this the crypt here. I can go show you. I don't know if I can actually explore it. And then the undead race as the only one will get a sort of a starter quest there. I suppose it's a level 1 quest. As the only one. There are very few level 1 quests. Maybe one for each race, I think. And it's typically the first quest you pick up. I think it's this guy that gives it actually. I'm just gonna see if I can actually explore the... Yeah, I can. So I just explored Shadow Grave, and just to show you when undead start, they will actually be starting right here, facing this way. And yeah, you run up from the crypt. I remember it was so cool when you made your first undead characters. Felt so, well, really nice. Well done. And then you'll talk to this guy, but you have to be undead in order to get that quest. So I'm just gonna pretend I did that quest, and he will send you on down here, where I can pick up the first quest. As you can see here, the damned and the mindless ones. I could maybe do these two quests in order to, yeah, get going, but also to see if I can see the reputation gains. I'd like to see that in sort of texture, not only in down here to my left. So, and as you can see, they're grey. They're not green or yellow, but it's a mistake from Questy's part, I will say, because you get full gains from them. Anyway, I gotta kill some of these level 1 guys here. Shouldn't be taking... I hardly want to use any mana on them. And instantly go using mana. And I think the reason why they turn out as grey is that I'm not getting any experience from killing level 1 mobs when I'm level 7. I think as soon as I get above 6 levels above, there will be no experience in the mobs. That changes when you sort of get higher level. I played my priest yesterday, I think, and I killed some mobs that were like 10 levels below me. I would still get experience. Kinda odd. Good thing about thorns, by the way, is I can actually pull a couple of mobs here. And thorns will hit on all the mobs that are hitting on me. So hitting on me, yeah, that sounds alright, so I need rich zombie, can get some of those. There's one there. let's see else. Rich. Yeah, and I'm mass pulling here. The mighty level 1 mobs. And there was an additional quest over here. I have to get, what was it, scavenger paws and duskbat wings. So again, my thorn spells will come in handy here, as you can see all the damage I'm doing. Or pretty much the mobs doing to themselves, really. As it's damage reduction. Yeah, those spiders I don't need. Not yet, anyway. So still 2 wolfy scavenger paws. Yeah, one to go. And I'm just gonna take 2 of them, so I'm pretty sure that will drop at least 1. And it did right there. Bonus kill here. There we go. Alright. So I'm gonna go in, hand in these 2 quests, pick up some news, and then I'm just probably gonna call it an episode. I'm just gonna watch carefully here if I actually can see the reputation gains from the quests. But even though the quests are grey, I'm sure that they'll give me full reputation. Oh, it's not Durotar. Is this... Yeah. Let's go for the money, 6 copper. And as you can see, I got full reputation here. I can pick up a new quest. It didn't show up on top of my head, so I'm just gonna fix that. Yeah. 7 copper, sure, I'll take that. And as you can see again, full reputation. And a lot of crap here actually I picked up. I had a better build. Yeah. Alright. That's it, guys. So, as usual, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. I'm gonna lock here, guys, and continue Black Blossom's solo adventure for now. Yeah, so see you in the next episode, hopefully. Bye bye, take care, bye bye.